Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 12, Martelling Lies. I have a smile on my face because we get a little break. They will not be returning until end of August. God, I thank you. You know, I I didn't know how much more I could do. I really didn't. Anyway, let's get to the review. Stormy and Courtney, they of course have to move into their new warehouse. They share, about their experience working with TikTok. TikTok has been very good to them. They've been back and forth to the TikTok headquarters doing events and panels and things of that nature. Stormy feels like they do so much back and forth. It's probably time to start looking at property in LA. Courtney's down. He's ready whenever she is. They also have a production lab now, and so listen, it's up. She changed the subject to Martell dropping by the warehouse. She shares a bit of their conversation, about Trisha and all of that going on. Courtney don't know nothing about it. It ain't his business. He really got to get back to work, and so that's just where we end that scene. Martell, he at the house in his robe. Destiny drops by. They've been cool since the early 2000s, like since she said middle school, so they've been cool a long time. He got to let her know that Sonny and Moses, they plan on moving to Huntsville, and they looked at the house that Martell built. Martell gonna say, listen now, when I tell you this, don't get mad, goddamn it. I know people can't stand Martell, and I say this all the time, but I find him hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Because I know Martell be trolling. He likes to troll the audience. And y'all fall for it. Just laugh at his ass, okay? These just jokes. These just jokes. He is a key. Oh my God, he's so funny. Anyway. And it's like laughing at him. I'm not like, oh, I love Martell because he's just such a humorous guy. No, Martell is crazy. And I find his type of crazy very entertaining. Very entertaining. And I'm sorry, because for some people, his narcissism, all of the traits of Martell, may be bothersome to some other women, but he don't bother me. He don't bother me at all. Yeah, no. Anyway, he breaks the news to her. Of course, Destiny is immediately, she feeling some type of way. He also shares that Moses mentioned his company being named after their future children. I don't know what it was. Justice, Law, Municipal. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, what they were going for with it when it comes to the names of their children. But Law is in there, and we all know she named her son Law. She want to know why he mentioning them why he mentioning her anyway. Like why he doing that in front of his wife? Like, that's weird. She don't understand it. It's neither here nor there for us, Destiny. I don't know. Martell gonna say everybody should have a side chick. See? It's that kind of stuff. He believes it too. He believes that. He's one of those Southern men that just don't understand why his wife couldn't understand that she's his wife, but he got a girlfriend too. That's just the way it is. Anyway, Trisha, Destiny, and Stormy, they meet up at the gym. Stormy is there for filming purposes only. She ain't even finna pretend like she working out. She's back from LA. She shares how that went. Everybody's proud of her. Destiny's inspired by her because she knows what pitfalls may come with this business, and especially being in that beauty industry show. So she's very inspired. She's very inspired. Trisha shares that she spoke with the kids about she and Ken getting married. She also shares that she talked to her sisters, and her sisters had no idea about the separation. They didn't know about Ken. They didn't know about none of that. Destiny asks, okay, why can't you fix your marriage? You know, if y'all are still in a legally binding marriage, what can't be fixed? Trisha says they have way too much resentment. Resentment from what? Trisha says that on her end, she was just tired of the lack of emotional support. She and him did talk about the divorce. You know, she shares that with them. He feels like they never really tried to work on their issues. Stormy asks, do you think that he still wants to be with you? Trisha says, I don't. She always does that hemming and hawing. And, well, I don't, no, technically, well, see, well, girl, get it out. That's how we know you lying. That's how we know your ass lying. She says that it's still unclear about her, you know, she's unclear about her future plans. But listen, I don't even care. Stormy switches the subject to Martell dropping by. And Martell saying things, you know, that allude to he and Trisha maybe possibly what. She fills Destiny in on the details. Martell says you've been around his house. Trisha says, I didn't make it to his house, but he did invite me. But she didn't go. Okay, so when was this? 4 years ago? Was he married 4 years ago? Trisha says they talked on Instagram, and that's it. Stormy keeps saying, but he said you was at his house. He said you was in the building. Trisha gonna get snarky. Well, yeah, I heard you the first time, but no, I never made it to his house. Girl, you're lying. You are lying. One thing Martell ain't gonna lie about is this type of stuff. Now, he might be lying about nothing happening, but he breadcrumbing it anyway. He knew that girl the moment he walked in Stormy's house and saw her. But he is not about to be exposed or anything. Like, y'all not about to, you know, it's not about to be a gotcha moment for him. And so he's playing the game, playing the reality TV game. He's going to make you look bad and make you look crazy. And now she does. Because for one, she lying. Because I know I'm going to jump ahead for a second here, but she lies to the ladies and then tells her man the truth. Come to find out she did go to this man's house. So why you tell them that you didn't go to his house? She talking about it was just, you know, they talked on Instagram and it was about training. Girl, Martell asked you to train him. Okay. And that was that, but they never made it to the gym. All right, girl. Whatever. Marceau and Tisha, they meet up at Black. Black has been shut down. They've reopened, but at this time they were shut down. Tisha say the haters been calling the city. Somebody always trying to say they got a hater. What you did, what y'all not doing, or what are you doing or not doing over there at your establishment that is getting you shut down? I'm talking about the haters. Anyway, some dealing with the city. I'm assuming they had some big event for homecoming. Didn't get parking permits and that sort of thing. It was a discrepancy there with that and probably the city and getting involved in all of that, and here we are. But he's saying it's because they ain't kissing boots. And they didn't go with the church, the guys at the church, and so that's why people calling on them and what they leaving out details too. People love to just to be telling half truth. Tell us everything. Give me all the details. Don't play with me. But he feels like they're being targeted. Tisha, she crying because, you know, her man is really working hard. He's trying. Tisha started questioning, should we even continue living here? Like, should we even live in Huntsville? Like, they're not even, you know, we're pouring money into the city and it's not being reciprocated. Marceau says, well, that's not an option because Uptown, Scott Manor, those are pieces of land that they own. And so we're not selling. We're not doing that. They're going to fight, though. They just going to have to play in court. You're just going to have to play in court. And it is what it is. I do hate that they're going through this. I do, because this is their livelihood outside of the television show. Because if the television show stops today, that's what they got to fall back on. And so we need that to stay afloat. We need that to stay afloat. For the kids, you know, for sure. Is that it? That's it, child. Trisha and Ken, they you know, sit down and pretend to eat. She always pretending to eat, fake eating. Girl, eat that food. This ain't you're not an actress doing a scene. You can go on and eat. This reality TV. Go ahead and eat that food. Anyway, they have a conversation. Ken, he does empathize with Marquez and him feeling a little bit insecure about, you know, his place in his children's lives. But it's really his fault, because if you were around, then these kids would know what you did. That little girl would know what her real daddy does and not have to, you know, write down what the stand-in daddy does. Because she know him, but she don't really know you like that, because she don't really be around you in Atlanta. You done backed up. You ain't put forth no effort, sir. So, I mean, that's just what it is. But he empathizes. You know, he said that would fuck me up too. You know, if my child was calling some other man daddy. I get it, but, sir, you got to come around. And, you know, the co-parenting would be easier. Anyway, he changes the topic to her and her girls hanging out. She shares with him, you know, that Martell mentioned that she came to his house or whatever. You know, she tells the story. She breadcrumbs the story to him. And she gonna laugh and say, but I did go to his house. I was like, what? But you told Stormy and them that you ain't go over there. And you said it more than once. Yeah, but I didn't go. You said it more than once. You got smart at the lip and everything. And now, I did go. I couldn't remember. You couldn't remember? How you don't remember who's, like, you going to that many niggas' houses you don't remember? She say they linked up to work out. Here again with the training. Again with that. Ken don't fall for it, because Ken is like, any woman that's ever asked me to train, we start out training and then we training. I'm training that place. Yeah. So, y'all was training? He's skeptical now. He like, why you lying about the little stuff? Like, what? He got questions for Martell for sure. His whole thing is, I don't care about your past, because we all got a past. She talking about, I don't have a past. You do, though. You do. It's obvious that you do. And I'm feeling like you might have stepped out on your husband or something. It's giving, you don't want the world to know you was messing around with Martell when he was a married man and you was still married yourself. And, I mean, it's giving save face by any means necessary. You lying about something. And we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I'm sure we're going to find out a lot on this trip. You know, they finna go on a trip. When they get back, we're going to be going on a trip. And when it's time to go on a trip, it's finna be a time. It's finna be some skeletons falling out of somebody's closet. But his thing is, I don't care about your past, but don't have me out here looking crazy. Don't have people from your past around me, you know, playing in my face, laughing in my face. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I need to know that, you know, you might have messed with so-and-so, that you might have messed with my homeboy back in the day. I need to know that so that he ain't laughing at me. Niggas is just laughing all in my face, and I'm the one that don't know what's going on. Don't have me out here looking crazy. And I understand that. Anyway, that's it. That's really it. Until next time. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.